Most traders obsess over picking the right strategy or stock, but the real edge doesn't come from your strategy. It comes from how much time decay your portfolio is generating every single day. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly how I think about targeting portfolio level theta and how it can help maximize my income potential. So let's get started. Just a quick reminder that everything discussed is for educational purposes only and is general in nature. Theta measures how much value an option loses each day due to time passing. For option sellers, that's good news. It represents daily income. But not all theta is created equal. A short straddle on a biotech stock might deliver attractive theta, but it also comes with dangerous gamma and gap risk. The goal isn't to chase a big theta number. The goal is to build a balanced, diversified portfolio with high quality, risk-adjusted theta exposure. For most retail traders, a good target is 0.06% to 0.1% per day in daily theta. That's where targeting portfolio theta comes in. So for a $100,000 portfolio, that translates to around $60 to $100 a day in theta. And for a $250,000 portfolio, for example, that would be around $150 to $250 per day in theta. That may seem small, but that's the point. The range is manageable. It helps prevent overexposure and supports monthly income potential of around 1.5% to 3%, assuming you manage risk effectively. Now, there's obviously other factors at play with options. There's delta, there's vega, there's gamma, but purely based on the theta, targeting that 0.06 to 0.1% per day is going to give you a roughly 1.5 to 3% return potential per month. Most traders only think about individual trade levels, such as how much credit they're generating on a bull put spread or a wheel trade. But that approach doesn't provide insight into overall portfolio level risk or theta exposure. Using a portfolio-based theta allows you to scale with your account size, so you're still generating that consistent theta based on your account. It helps to minimize overtrading during low volatility periods, and it helps you have an overall portfolio level perspective. Let's say you have a $100,000 account and you want to generate $60 to $100 in daily theta. Let's look at how we could create that sort of portfolio. So if we go over to here to Risk Navigator, I've got a sample portfolio set up here. This has got 9 positions. They're all generating positive theta of 73. So on a $100,000 account, that would be 0.073% per day of theta. Now we've got a mix here of bull put spreads, condors, wheel trades, etc. But it's a pretty good balance. Our vega to theta ratio is pretty good as well. That's something that I talk about. We don't want the vega to be too high in relation to our theta. Our overall delta is fairly low, our delta dollars relative to our account size of 100,000. We could say this is sort of 22% bullish. And in fact, our beta delta dollars is actually slightly negative. So we're very close to neutral, slightly negative tilt on the portfolio at the moment. And we can see our T+0 line is reasonably flat. So this is a good mix of income trades and targeting that daily theta in that $60 to $100 range. Let me show you a quick example. If we've got our $100,000 account here and we're aiming for, say, $100 per day in theta, that's 0.1% of our account size. And if we annualize that, it's roughly 36.5% annualized. Now we're going to have losing trades. We've got other Greeks and things like that. So it doesn't guarantee we're going to get a 36% annualized return, but that's a good level to aim for. If we wanted to be a bit more conservative and we went with 60, that's roughly 21.9% annualized. You can do the same thing on a $50,000 account. Obviously, a 50 daily theta would be 0.1%. And annualized, that's the 36.5, or we might aim for about 40, 29%, etc., etc. You can do a really quick calc in Excel to help you determine what your annualized return potential is. Not all theta is worth pursuing. What you want to do is focus on stocks with a high IV rank. You want to focus on quality companies with good liquidity in their options and a really tight bid-ask spread. That's going to help minimize slippage. You want to have consistent mechanics. For example, I always sell around the 15 delta. And you want to avoid binary events such as earnings. They can provide a lot of theta and a lot of volatility, but for beginners, it's probably not recommended until you get a little bit more experience. Your theta target isn't fixed. It's going to be constantly changing. So for example, during calm markets, you might run a little bit light, closer to 0.06% when volatility is really low and the premiums aren't as good. And when volatility picks up a little bit, you might want to scale up to closer to that 0.10%. Keep an eye on your Theta, track it daily using your broker tools like Interactive Brokers Risk Navigator that we were looking at earlier, or a custom spreadsheet, or most brokers will hopefully be able to report that daily Theta on a portfolio level, which will make it a lot easier than tracking it manually in a spreadsheet. Targeting portfolio Theta only works if you're controlling risk. You've got other risks in terms of your gamma, delta, and vega. And for example, if you're using a $100,000 account size and you want to generate $100 a day in Theta, that might require about $15,000 to $25,000 in margin. Let's look at a couple of helpful risk management rules. No single trade risking more than 3% of your capital, maximum sector exposure of around 20%, but don't be overexposed to AI, for example, and total portfolio risk. You want to keep that below at least 50% of your account size. You want to keep some cash available for adjustments and things like that. You don't want to be risking 100% of your account on all option trades. These limits help keep drawdowns shallow, recovery time shorter, and decision-making more disciplined. While Theta generates income, delta determines your market bias. To manage directional risk, use delta dollars and multiply each position's delta by the stock price. We looked at delta dollars a minute ago in Risk Navigator, and I've got another video if you want to check out a bit more detail on delta dollars. I try and keep my overall delta dollars or my beta adjusted delta dollars around 50% of my account size. That's going to help keep directional risk in check while maximizing that Theta. Targeting portfolio Theta creates discipline. You stop chasing trades, you avoid overtrading when premiums are low, you know when to press and when to scale back, and you start treating your trading like a business. The product is the time decay, and your job is to manage it and manage the other risks associated with the portfolio. So you don't need to predict the market to succeed with options trading. You just need to manage Theta consistently and responsibly. By targeting daily portfolio Theta as a percentage of your capital, you shift from guessing to actively managing your account. You create a repeatable, risk-adjusted system that lets time do the heavy lifting. If you found the video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you are going to start targeting portfolio level Theta, and if so, what daily Theta you're going to be targeting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.